is how you do it, guys. I'm going to show you how we did it and how we are doing it and possibly some of the results of what we have been doing. So this is Dial My Calls. This is a company which I can broadcast calls immediately, and I sent these calls the other day. This is February 9th at 1:44 a.m., very early in the morning. The reason why I sent those calls early in the morning was because these are businesses and most of them are not open late, and I wanted to leave a message. So I called them late, which is awesome because I wasn't calling a bunch of personal numbers. So anyways, I called them late, so they got there that day and got the phone call. And these were 3 separate scripts. You can see the first one at 1:44, 2:04, and then 2:18. Now let's look at one of these. Let's see, these are, so this is the stats we've got, 38 total, 33 successful. Credits used. This is a recording.
The preview is the main sensory tissue of a male's genitals and is extremely nerve dense. You simply cannot remove this tissue without forcing a child through extreme pain. 55% of children receive no anesthesia still today. The best anesthesia, the dorsal nerve block, is only 40 to 50% effective, so every child will experience extreme pain. This is the most pain most men will ever experience in their entire lives. No child has ever slept through an inadequately anesthetized genital surgery, and neither has any adult. When children go through extreme pain and go silent, this is a sign of disassociation that is so common the fight or flight response has been updated to the fight, flight, or freeze response. Genital mutilation is so traumatic it causes permanent damage to a child's developing brain during what psychologists call the critical period of brain development. Harvard University calls this reaction.
Okay, that's one of them. There is another recording of me playing the whole script, so find that one. But I'm going to show you some cool information. So this is the database. Some of you have seen this, some of you have not. This is the database for Nevada. This is for Pahrump right here. And you'll see KPVM, and you see their phone number, 775-727-9400. Now, this is the text download from that phone call. So this is the actual numbers called. Look at this number. What do you see? 755-727-9400. Successful. Okay? And this was one of the calls, and this was the same one you listened to just a second ago. Okay, so this is the delivery of that call. So check this out. And this was the very same day, later that day.
02-595-0488.
We're the Bloodstained Men. We're a non-profit 501c3. We're here on a week-long tour of southern Nevada to spread foreskin awareness and prevent violence against children. We do not want future generations to suffer the same act of violence that was inflicted on us when we were too young to defend ourselves. The foreskin's a normal, healthy, valuable part of the human body, and it should be your choice how much of your genitals you get to keep.
David Atkinson knocking it down.
And the European medical community has condemned American doctors for tampering with the of perfectly healthy baby boys. So we encourage American parents to educate themselves about the structure and function of the human foreskin so that they have the confidence to protect their children from the doctors who want to cut off parts of their Well, it's an ancient blood ritual, but it did not come to the United States until the late 1800s, and this was because doctors at that time did not understand the germ theory of disease. They had this nervous excitation theory where they said, if you touch yourself too much, you'll go insane. They had all these ridiculous ideas. So that's why it started in the late 1800s, and it's just been looking for an excuse to continue. But it's a destructive ancient blood ritual, and it has no place in the modern world. Any body part can get dirty or diseased, but that doesn't justify amputating perfectly healthy, perfectly clean body parts. And it's not at all difficult to clean the genitals. There is no proper age range to cut off someone's foreskin without his consent. It's just a very destructive thing to do to the human genitals. Any doctor who amputates the foreskin of a healthy child is either uneducated about the functions of the foreskin or is doing something evil. The parent cannot consent to amputation of other normal healthy body parts just because they feel like they should. They can't gouge out an eyeball. They can't cut off their baby's foot. They should not be allowed to cut off part of their baby's genitals. It's just totally bizarre. And it didn't used to be that way. Before the 1800s, it was a man's choice how much of his genitals he would keep in the United States. And in the early 1900s, it was the doctors who would often amputated without even asking the parents. And so it's just a really strange coincidence right now. It's just a strange situation in the US. When parents understand the value of the foreskin, they protect their children from foreskin amputation. It's all about consent. So it should be your choice how much of your genitals you get to keep. We are on a week-long tour of Southern Nevada. We will be on the Las Vegas Strip this afternoon, and we will be down closer to the stadium this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. There will be large crowds there, and we will be spreading foreskin awareness to the people of the United States and the people of Las Vegas so that they are able to understand foreskin and then protect their children.
Yeah. Talk about fantastic.
Stop making Amazon sellers.
Talk about fantastic, right? I'm telling you guys, this stuff works. I'm not sure if we're the reason that article got published, but it didn't hurt, that's for sure, because the very next day was their first publication on this tour. So, coincidence? Probably not. Either way, they got a lot of information before they even showed up to the event. So, David just knocked it down. That was perfect. So this is why we do this stuff. This is why we're going to start needing your donations, because these systems right now are costing us money. And we want to do a whole new script that goes to our entire list. And that was about 45 phone numbers right there. 35 phone numbers. That got a delivery. So we want to use our whole list. We have 13 complete states. That was just Pahrump in Las Vegas. So we have 13 complete states. We want to do a whole list, 3 2-minute messages, or maybe a minute 30-minute messages that delivered right into their inbox of their voice messages at night, so that they don't answer the phone. These are all mostly businesses. A few of them are personal numbers. We're probably going to be calling around 8 p.m. On average, their time, local time in that area. So that's probably when we're going to be calling. That way we can get more instead of businesses answers. Maybe even after maybe 9. Anyways, we need your donations, guys. Start thinking about that. And I will be asking real soon to purchase some more of these amazing credits. We have another $250 worth or $270 worth that's coming online real soon that we will be applying to this, and that will be buying some new credits for us. So we're already going to start. We just need a little bit more. I will start a GoFundMe soon. Actually, you know what? I'll start one now. And I'll request some money as well, because this went so well. It did so well. All these people got these messages. Nobody has to listen to them. They can always just delete them, and that is their prerogative. But there will be a certain number of people that will listen. There will be a certain number of those people that listen that will be changed forever. And this will plant a seed in others, and in some of the hardest, most, stalwart, brainwashed and very, anyways, there's going to be a few that won't listen to it, but this will have an effect. And these are going out to high value people. These are reporters, editors, and publishers. We're going to be doing the same thing for a midwives and doulas program that's going to be going on real soon. It's going to be amazing, but we are starting to step up our Tele-Intactivism game for NLI, and we will need your funds. I will put a donation at the bottom of this. We're going to try to get some money coming in so that we can buy and pre-purchase a bunch of these calls, and then make 2-minute calls to our entire list. We're going to see if we can get that done. Anyways, love you guys, and hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you listening in.